Social and political commentary from a Christian male perspective.
Now, most of you have seen this interaction that this Iowa Democrat senator has had with officers at a traffic stop, Senator Regina Goodwin. And I just want to go over just a quick update. I don't know if many of you have seen it. Senator Regina Goodwin is challenging a traffic violation that turned into a half-hour ordeal. A lot of us have seen this with people want to argue the case on the side of the road. Captured by a camera, body cam footage, showing a longtime legislative repeatedly arguing with the deputy sheriff, refusing to provide a driver's license, and being encouraged to conclude the discussion by an attorney and Tulsa's new mayor. The issue will be handled in court, Goodwin said by a text message on Thursday. Goodwin, a Democrat from Tulsa, was stopped along Archer Street, west of Cincinnati Avenue, shortly after 1 p.m. on Saturday, January 11th, when the Tulsa County Sheriff's Department Deputy Freddie Alanines said she floated 2 stop signs. She was rolling them stop signs, man. The tense scene recorded on Alanines' body-worn camera listed above, and I'll leave this link to this article as well, opens with Goodwin standing outside of her vehicle, insisting she had not run any stop signs. After asked Goodwin for the driver's license 15 times, he eventually placed her in handcuffs and detained her in his patrol vehicle. Ma'am, I'm not going to ask you again. Can I get your driver's license, or can I take you to jail on running a stop sign? Alanez asked Goodwin shortly after pulling her over. I'm not going to ask you again. It's not for debate, which is totally understandable. Although the sheriff detained Goodwin in handcuffs for about 12 minutes, she ultimately was released and at the scene with the citation for failure to stop at 2 stop signs. Stop at a stop sign. And this says a stop sign. She faces a February 25th court appearance unless she pays a ticket before then. While the Tulsa County Sheriff's Office released body cam footage, a spokeswoman said no reports were written about the incident because it was a traffic stop. The spokeswoman also declined to make a copy of the Goodwin citation available and said Tulsa County Sheriff Vic Regalado had no comment at this time. Known as an impassioned debater, willing to confront her legislative colleagues, Goodwin was elected in her first term as a state senator in November. Before that, she had served 9 years as Oklahoma's House, meaning she is eligible for only 1 4-year term in the Senate before she is term limited. All right, Deputy to Goodwin, you just keep making things up. Although she was not arrested, Goodwin becomes the 3rd Oklahoma legislator over the last two and a half years to be recorded on body camera arguing with law enforcement officers. In October 2022, then Representative Ryan Martinez, a Republican from Edmond, falsely claimed that the legislature was in session and that the lawmakers could not be detained during the session while being arrested for DUI. That's so crazy. That's kind of smart, though. I mean, not to be driving on a DUI, but that's pretty wild. Say, hey, we're in session. We got to do our job. That's wild. Somebody's tried that before. In March 2023, then Representative Dean Davis, another Republican from Broken Arrow, also falsely argued that police can't detain legislators during session when the Oklahoma City Police Department officer found him on the bar's patio after it was closed. You can see clearly they've done this before. While Goodwin's encounter with Alanez in Tulsa only stemmed from a traffic stop, she repeatedly argued that the deputy about what had or had not occurred, falsely arguing that she never refused to provide a driver's license. As Alanez led a handcuffed Goodwin to the vehicle, his frustration with Goodwin's ongoing debate grew. You just keep making things up. he said. You just keep saying these different things in different words. You keep saying that I'm saying things that I did not say. Minutes later, Alvarez described to another deputy the details of the traffic stop, saying that he pulled Goodwin over for rolling 2 stop signs and hauling butt down Archer Street. She ran the stop sign back here, and the other one that's a little further down just came up, slowed down, and then zoom right through them. Alvarez said she is driving so fast that when she was hitting the puddles of water, it was just a splash shooting them out. So that's why I came up and pulled her over. And as I was getting out, she got out of the car. Why are you stopping me? You know, I'm sorry, just kind of got very verbal. I asked her for her driver's license numerous times, and she wouldn't give it to me. After she was handcuffed, Goodwin again attempted to argue with Alvarez about her interaction. Goodwin, I'm disputing that I didn't stop at the stop, did not stop at the stop sign, but I said, why would you arrest me for that? Is what I said. Because you're refusing to give me your driver's license. That's not true. That is not true at all. I was having a conversation and you just all of a sudden said, I'll arrest you. No, I said, or I can arrest you if that's what you want. I think you really escalated something. No, sir, that is, why would that even be an option for you, Alice? Because you're refusing to give me your driver's license. There was no refusal of me. There was no refusal of me to give you my driver's license. Alice says, I asked you over 5 times to give me your driver's license, and you kept debating your driver's license. Goodwin, I'm sorry, I was not at all debating my driver's license, sir. That is not correct. I guess I wish he would just say, well, ma'am, do I have your driver's license? That would have fixed the problem, I think. But anyway, after Goodwin was placed in the vehicle, an attorney with whom Goodwin was preparing to meet and who witnessed the interaction spoke to the deputy on her behalf, apparently revealing for the first time that Goodwin was an elected official. Okay, so she didn't pull the election card. She didn't say, you don't know who I am card. Okay. I realize you have a job to do, officer, said Mike Manning. I realize Senator Goodwin can be a little bit strong-headed at times, but don't you think you can write her a citation or something? She'll give you her driver's license. Yeah, I can absolutely do that, Allen said. I don't need to ask her 10 times for her driver's license. Manning replied, I saw it. I realize. I don't have an issue with writing a citation or letting her go, but I'm the one that's in command of the traffic stop, not her, Allen said. She blatantly ran 2 stop signs, and I was just going to give her a verbal warning and tell her not to do that. But her demeanor, the way that she was, I can't have that. Allen initially told Goodwin that he was giving her a citation. Manning said that he understood the deputy's position. If I don't allow other people to do that when I do a traffic stop, I'm not going to allow her either, Allen said. Manning accompanied Allen back to his vehicle and implored Goodwin to cooperate with the deputy. Can we just give the ID, give the driver's license, take a deep breath, and everything then? Let's go from there, okay? Manning asked Goodwin. Perhaps channeling the senator's unlimited debate rule, Goodwin continued to be disagreeable. Wow. Initially declining to provide her first name before ultimately complying with the request for information. Eventually, Tulsa Mayor Monroe Nichols appeared at the scene, and Tulsa City Councilwoman Laura Bellis also apparently witnessed the incident. Oh my gosh, man, you got everybody here. Until November, Nichols had served alongside Goodwin as a House Democratic caucus. This is just someone who got pulled over, who happened to be a state senator, and a common friend that we have, who happens to call her former colleague, who is the mayor, who was close enough and in the area to stop by. How does she call him though? Stop by, who then had a very calm and fine exchange with the sheriff's deputies. And at the end of the day, that's all that happened, Nichols said to News on 6. which first reported the incident. Before I was a mayor, I was always Monroe, and I know, and you know, how you had a friend who could have been in a situation where maybe it's good to have a friend there with you, and that's all that was. The mayor trying to make sure he don't get buggered down with this. That's what he tried to do. After Goodwin was released from the handcuffs, she again attempted to argue with Alnez about the details of the encounter. Ma'am, I'm not going to debate that, he said. It's on Bodycam. That exchange prompted Nichols to speak up. Regina, let's take care of it in court, Nichols said. Alnez offered Goodwin parting advice. You're free to go, he said. Make sure you stop at all the stop signs when you're coming through downtown. Wow. Okay, so that's a summary of this. And apparently, just to give you a little update, apparently on Sunday, January 26th, Senator Regina Goodwin entered a plea of no contest and paid the $249 online ticket, I assume that's what it means, to resolve the traffic citation referenced below. The following article remains in its original form. So that's what she did. She paid the fine, $249, and kept it moving. So shout out to them. Pretty interesting. And we'll just keep, I'm hoping there's nothing else that'll come from this, but hey, we'll do it again whenever it happens. So thank y'all so much for checking in. I appreciate y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Let me know what you think down below. And until next time, everybody, grace and peace.